Welcome to the Crochet Business School podcast. I'm your host, Kelly Thomas, and I'm going to help you to make your crochet business dreams a reality, stitch by stitch, without you being chained to your hook and being able to live that lifestyle you've been dreaming of using the power of your crochet. When it comes to making money from your crochet, we often start out by selling what we make. And if you're listening to this and thinking of starting a crochet business, that may be what you're thinking as well. But there's far more to this than just crocheting and selling. It sounds so simple. It sounds so easy. But you will soon discover it's not. It is not that simple and it's not that easy. That doesn't mean you cannot have a crochet business that both supports you, brings you the money you need, and is incredibly fulfilling in life. Having a crochet business can be life-changing and incredibly satisfying. But you do have to go into it with your eyes open and realize it's not as simple as just crocheting something and then selling it. You have far more options than just selling the crochet that you make, but this is how most of us start out. So let's look at what having a crochet business where you are selling what you make actually looks like. And it's not all about the crocheting. In fact, sometimes you are going to struggle to find the time to crochet your orders because of all the other things that need doing. I mean, I have a crochet pattern business and I still struggle to find enough time to crochet. And why? Because of all the other things. I need to check my social media for messages. I need to reply to comments. I need to create posts. I need to write newsletters. I need to get them scheduled. I need to make pins for my Pinterest and get them scheduled. I need to edit patterns. I need to get patterns tested. I need to take photos. I need to make videos. The photos need editing. The videos need editing. And then maybe I've got time to crochet. And I make patterns. I do not sell what I make. And yet I'm describing a fairly simple average crochet business. Or I should say a fairly average crochet pattern business. You can keep things really simple and it still has this plethora of things that you have to do. You have to have a way of selling what you crochet. At bare minimum, that means having a social media platform and a newsletter. Always have a newsletter. That is your insurance policy. That is your backup because, things happen and you can lose your social media pages. They can get shut down. They can get hacked. Your newsletter list is your backup because that list belongs to you and you also have a way to contact customers. So bare minimum, you need social media and a newsletter, which means that you need to post on your social media. It means you need to reply to comments. You need to answer messages. You need to write newsletters. You need to get them scheduled. You need to make sure people are hearing from you. You need a place to sell. Now, you can use social media, but again, that can get shut down. I always recommend selling on a third-party site like Etsy, like Amazon Handmade, like Shopify. That gives you more control. It gives you a way to keep track of payments properly. It gives your customers more security. It gives you more security. And it gives you a way to be found through Google. Now, isn't that so much better? If you can find a way to get found through Google or other search engines, it is a far more efficient, far more streamlined way of doing business. So I would always recommend going on those sites, which means that you need to research keywords, you need to write listings, you need to get photos. I mean, your photos you needed for social media anyway, but you need really good photos. You need to get them edited. And social media does work best now with videos. So creating videos for your social media, you can post the videos of your products on the selling site as well. It's already stacking up, and we're only talking about a fairly simple crochet business. There's so much to do. And then you've got to decide what yarns you're using and make sure you're keeping track of your income and outcome, making sure it's all adding up. You need to make plans so that you know what you're launching when you're launching it. And if you're sat there thinking, that's so much, all I want to do is sell my crochet and make a bit of extra cash. Yep, so did I. But this is what having a business does. Now, there is a difference between having a hobby business where you just want to make a little bit of extra cash and a business where you are looking to turn a real profit. If you want to make your living from your crochet, you need the business. And that means you need to do all of this. If you have a hobby business and it's just something you want to do for a little bit of extra money, maybe you're saving up to afford a better holiday, or you just want to add to the Christmas gift fund, then yeah, social media will do the trick. You crochet something, post it on social media, and go follow other people's hashtags, go following other people's Facebook groups. You can do it that way. But you will not see nearly as much success as if you did it the business way, which is where you have all this other stuff set up, all this stuff going in the background. So let's talk about if you do keep it simple, like hobby business simple. You crochet something, you put it on social media, you make the sale. Or you still need to run your social media. You still need to post every day. You still need to answer messages. You still need to reply to comments. You still need really good photos of your crochet. Those photos need editing. You need to manage your Facebook page. You are going to need a business PayPal account. You are still going to need to know where your incomings and outgoings are, because it is really easy to spend more than you make unless you're keeping track of that. And you don't want this thing to run at a loss. That defies the point. So you've still got a lot of stuff to do. And to be honest, it's going to be much harder to get regular orders if you're only doing this on social media. You're also more at risk because social media, unfortunately, it doesn't just have scam sellers, it has scam buyers. And the scam buyers are everywhere right now. So you've got to protect yourself. You've got to be really canny about weeding out those scam messages. And I'm not trying to frighten you. It's just that this is the reality of online business right now. The scammers are trying all kinds of messages right now. They are actually reaching out through Messenger to place orders. And only once those orders are placed do you start discovering that they're sending dodgy messages. And when you are so keen to make a sale, it's unfortunately really easy to fall for. So it's something you do need to be aware of. And when you're just selling on social media, you are far more prone to being at risk from these trolls out there who are just trying to con you out of your hard-earned cash. Using a third-party site, like Shopify, like Etsy, gives you protection because Etsy will have your back from those scammers. They do not try and use those platforms nearly as much as they do social media. So having all your orders placed through these sites like Etsy and Shopify is going to protect you. That's another reason to use them. Yes, they have fees, but you build those fees into your prices. And that's when the conversation about, but that puts my prices up too much. If adding 20 cents onto your prices pushes them up too much, then we need to have a much longer conversation about pricing your crochet. Because if you're going bargain basements, you're not going to make money. You are not going to have a successful crochet business. Well, I'm going to save that for another episode because that thing is a whole longer conversation. But There's just so much to think about. You have lots and lots of options when it comes to selling what you make. You can sell online, you can sell in person. If you're selling in person, you can sell at craft fairs, you can sell in shops. If you're selling online, you've got all the online options, all the different sites that you can sell through. You can sell through your own website, you can sell through just social media. You can sell through just newsletters if you want to. But there are pros and cons to it all. It can sprout legs and suddenly have, it's taking up a ton of your time and you have very little time to crochet. But unless you start adding pieces to it, you are limiting your ability to sell. You are limiting the number of people who will buy from you and the avenues you can do that and get yourself visible. And if you're sat there right now scratching your head, wondering, well, what's the best route to take? I don't have an answer for you. Because the best route for you is not going to be the best way for anyone else. Every crochet business is unique. How one person finds success is not going to be the same as another. What one person finds successful, someone else finds that it just absolutely tanks. What one person finds really enjoyable, another person won't. So you have to find what works best for you, setting it up so it brings in the income that you need. What you are going to set up is going to be different if you want to make your crochet a career than if you just want your crochet to bring in that bit of extra cash to pay for the Christmas presents. And it's all going to be unique to you. So can a crochet business ever just be as simple as just crocheting and selling? Not really. I mean, it boils down to that in the end. But if you want to see regular sales coming in and regular profits, then it is so much more than just crocheting and selling. You've got to have all the other bits as well. You do need some business side to this. Even if you just want a bit of extra cash, you still need to protect yourself. You still need to take certain steps to make sure that your crochet gets noticed and you get those sales. Now, over in the Hooked on Success membership, I'm going to be talking more about setting up and deciding what's going to work for you and what isn't. So if you want to listen to that, then come join us at crochetbusinessschool.com/success. The link is beneath the podcast in the show notes as well. So thank you for listening, and I shall see you next time for the next episode. Bye for now.